Hi, it's Victor here from Trend Following Trading for Beginners. And in today's episode, I would like to talk about system jumping versus focus. Coming up next. Hi guys. Today I really want to talk about something I learned through a very bad experience personally, and I learned from it. Basically, it's system jumping. Now, what is system jumping? Basically, is you might follow certain people or certain plans, certain rules, and it seems to work at the start, and then slowly it stopped working. Then you try to fiddle with it, try to go back to the rules and check, or find another way to enhance and make it better. And then you continue still lose money. And then you basically say, oh, this doesn't work anymore, or the market has changed, or whatever method you're using is no longer applicable. Then you jump to another system and repeat the same process again. And every time you do that, you face some winning trades, but ultimately and inevitably you fail because you did not realize that each system has its own built-in failure rate. Sometimes it will not work in certain market conditions, and you also did not test your method or your the way of the trading properly, and you basically lose faith and thought things doesn't work. I mean, I keep on hearing a lot of people out there talk about the market changing, and you have to learn to change your system with it and change yourself with it. But I want to disagree with that from a trend following point of view. The problem here with system jumping, which I learned from the hard way, is, like I said before, even a clock that doesn't work tell the right time twice a day. So every system, no matter how bad or how good it is, will have its winning streak and also failing. With times I will make money, at times I will not make money. But providing you have tested your system properly and done a large sample size, either through simulation, paper trading, or actual live trading, and you find out there is a positive bias and to making money if you do large enough samples, large enough trades, for example, and you make money over time. But people, because they don't understand that you can get a streak of failing trades, like I said in another episode before, and they don't have that patience built into them, and also the understanding. And because they see a 5 trade in a row or 10 trade in a row that failed, they start to lose faith on the system and jump to something else. For me, I jump between systems. I jump between using different technical analysis. I jump between different time frames. I look at different books. With one type of strategy stop working, I try to fiddle with it, and if it continue failing, I basically jump to another methodology, another way of doing things, and I keep on basically going around in a circle, biting my own tails, and going round and round, and all the time losing money. And then slowly, because I journaling a lot and put my emotion in and also thinking on paper, when I look through my experience, over the months when I was losing money, it's always that I'm not patient and I jump around using different methods. So one day I will use discretionary, let's say the head and shoulder, or there's a bear flag, blue flag, whatever it is, and then it stopped working, and I would jump on to using the 2 ATR line system, and I would then jump over to 50 moving average systems, and I even jump over to the turtle system. And all the time, when things don't make money, I blame the system and I jump. I basically move around, and sometimes move between different times scale as well. I did a string of double in the day trading before, moving between 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, try to find some trade. And when I look back to all the bad experience, all the losses, main thing that jump out to me a lot of time is I jumped around. And my one account, I basically have one account and I just use all different methods. And then I slowly realized that from my experience, what I realized from what I've written down on paper is that when I keep on losing and keep on jumping system, and the initial one I basically jump off from, start making money, and the new one that I follow start losing money. So I basically go back to the old system again and again. And what I realize is every system has its good times and as well as its bad times. And because I was not patient enough to follow through, taking both good positive trade and negative trade. That means trade that make money and trade that doesn't make money. And I basically lose faith and jumped around. What I then through my research and look through my journaling and talking to other traders and reading books, and I found what I realized is it's much better to stick with one system first, and especially for a new trader. There's so many different methodology out there to making money, and especially on nothing against forex traders or day traders, but there are so many different methods out there to day trade, and you jump around different time frame as well. You get confused. It's much better off to stick with one trading system, focus on it, and really understand it. First of all, is paper trade. Make sure that have a positive edge, make you money over a long time. I mean, at least 5 year testing of the minimum 3 to 5. I think the best is 5 years, and basically look through the trade and through simulation, make sure that it's got to give you a positive end result. Assuming you start with, let's say, £10,000 as a starting capital, in a simulation, and then see if you make money there. And if it's sort of working, then you move on to actual live trading. But all the time you're testing it, and if it's okay, then you stay focused and using that system in live trade, taking both good trade and bad trade. But basically, end up taking every signal. You never know what the trade will turn out to be. Sometimes it look very odd when you get a trading signal from your system, and you through personal failures, emotional control failures or whatever, and you just don't take the trade, and sometimes that turn out to be the best trade ever. So for new trader, I personally believe just stick in one system, take every signal from the system and trade accordingly, and make sure your risk is low, and focus on your system. Focus on writing things down, focus in following your trading rules, focus in taking every signal, and don't think about the money. And I think that's one of the big takeaway I got through journaling as well, through all the failures that I have tried to correct myself. This is one of the big things, so don't jump around, focus on one. So I said before, the 200-day moving average crossover system, whatever, it's not sexy, but it does make money over a long term, and only until you're really good at it, then you can jump to something else. The thing is, if you don't, then you basically repeat the same problem that I have, jumping around, hitting your head against the wall and keep on losing money. So to my mind, focus is much better. I do that a lot in my work as well. I have a lot of ideas in software development and design thing. A lot of times you need to think outside the box. But I got sort of a heart-to-heart chit-chat with my then director of development over a beer, talking about things, and then gone into how I can improve myself. And one thing my health department said and saw me is I'm good at my job, but I got too many ideas. I jump around different ideas, and I never focus on one. I do something for a couple of months, and I jump on something else a couple of months. All the good ideas, so I never really focus and make it really great, so that I'm the go-to guy for that particular subject. He's happy to throw me into all sort of projects because I'm more like all-rounder guy. I think of end-to-end trade, end-to-end system development, and then support kind of thing, but I never focus on one. And he basically told me, I need to stop being a bumblebee, stop being a bee, running around, going different flowers. Just stay on one system. just stay in one place. And that sort of transpired to my trading as well. I used to jump around, and I took that to heart. And I found slowly I improved my trading edge, definitely improved, only by focusing and focusing and focusing. And so this is my main takeaway for new beginners, or one of the main takeaway is that don't jump around, don't jump at different time frames. So for me, I always stay with end of day data. I stop looking at different time frame, try to look for patterns. I always stay one. I don't even look at the weekly or monthly charts. I just stay with the daily chart. That's just what I do. And I just use a trend following system and for focus and following it. So previously, as I say, I used to have one account, have follow so many different systems, and using different ways of trading and putting all into one account. I now have 4 accounts. I have one account for each of the method I use, and basically one for the 2 ATR system, one for the 50 days over 200 days moving average system. The other one is the Turtle S2 System 2, which is talked about in my Covell's Complete Turtle Trader book. You look at the System 2 methodology and details all in the book. I think chapter 5 or 6. You can get all details there. And the other one is discretion. All those chart patterns and things, I really tried to stop myself doing it, but I found I couldn't. So instead of ignoring them and thinking about it at night, how I might make money out of that, I have a separate account actually trading those, but with low risk. I don't do my period trading on those. I just take whatever signal, try and see if it works. And what I found over time is the actual system, the first 3 systems I talk about, make more money than the discretionary account. And I can actually see it over a couple of years. I mean, I see it after 6 months or so. And over 2 years, definitely the discretionary account making less money than the actual trend following system. So that's why I stay focused on trend following system. And I don't really do much of discretion, but it's just there to settle my mind because I have so many things running around my head. I just really put on one side and just on one particular account, so don't do much damage on that. But still, more or less, like concentrate on the trend following system, and don't let the discretion, trade upset the others, the accounts I have. And that's what I do on a daily basis. And I basically just focus on what I do, and basically just trend following. And over time, my results speak for itself. So I hope this podcast episode will be helpful to you. It's kind of short from the others, but I think this is worthwhile to talk about. So stay focused, guys and girls. Don't jump around until you're really successful. What I say is maybe 2 or 3 years until you're really into that system. And if you want to jump on a system, fine. Take some time to learn about the system, but don't forget the system that make your pot go first. And don't jump around too much while you're learning a new one, so to speak. Okay, so stay focused, and you'll be surprised that you make more money than jumping around, which has happened to me. So I hope you like this episode. If you do, please listen to my other episode from the podcast. Please subscribe to my podcast as well. So, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.